Hi, I'm Tia Ward and this is my series of Models Corner. Today I'm going to be showing you how to highlight and contour naturally with products that I love and I hope you love too. So I've already done my base. I'm wearing Kevyn Aucoin. It's his Sensual Skin Enhancer and it's really great. It's like a cream and it's amazing. It really, you can build it. It goes on really thinly to start with and you can build over if you need any coverage, any heavier coverage in any other areas. So for me, I have acne scarring on my cheeks at the moment. So I go in much heavier on these bits to conceal as best I can the marks that are there. So after I apply my cream base, I set it with a powder. Today I'm using NARS. This is a powder foundation and the colour is Tahoe. It's quite a deep yellow because I'm quite yellow and my face is always lighter than my body. So to match the two up, I dust a little bit of this on. Tap off the excess and then just gently rub it all over, just to set the cream so that the powder contour and highlight has something to cling on to. So today, to contour my face, I'm going to be using Kevyn Aucoin's Sculpting powder. This is great. It's a really lovely colour. It's not too muddy and it doesn't have any shimmer in it, so it's not going to create that sort of leery, dirty look. So taking a smaller, more concentrated, fluffy brush, I'm going to swirl it around the product again, making sure it's just on the head of the brush. I'm going to tap off the excess to ensure that it doesn't give me a sort of harsh line. I want a more blendable line. And I'm just going to trace down my cheekbone here and moving in an up and down line as well as a circular motion, just to sort of start creating a chiseled cheekbone. And I don't take this product all the way down to sort of here. I stop underneath my eye pretty much. So just building it up, rather than going in really heavy-handed to start with and looking muddy. I take it all the way from my cheekbone to my temple and into my hairline so you can't really see the difference. Just like that. So after I even out both sides and make sure that the contour is in the same place, I take my foundation brush with a little bit of the leftover product from the foundation on it and I make the line a little bit more clear, just to get rid of any of the fallen product. And then I take the same brush that I applied the contour with and just give it an extra little buff. The aim is to not have any harsh lines, it's to define and enhance what you already have rather than applying a mask, as it were. I then take the same fluffy brush with a tiny bit of the contouring product on it again and just trace my hairline. The idea is to create a more narrow look, and I just do my jaw as well. Just tracing the natural line. The idea behind contour and highlight is that the darker areas recede in the light and the lighter, more shimmery areas become more prominent. So if you have quite a wide face, if you apply the shadow around your face, it creates the illusion of a narrower silhouette. When you apply the shadow underneath your cheekbone, you're creating the illusion of this bit being higher up. So having said that, with a smaller brush, an even smaller brush, I'm going to take Kevyn Aucoin's Celestial powder, which is the highlighting opposite of the contour that I've used. I'm going to take a really small fluffy brush, get some of the product on there, and again tap off the excess. And for this bit I'm going to use just a little bit above where I put the contour. I want these bits to come to life a little bit. I like to take it under my brow bone, just to lift that bit up a little bit. I also like to put it above my Cupid's bow here to emphasize my top lip, down the middle of my nose, and just in this area of my forehead. All the products I've mentioned in today's video will be linked in the box below, so do check them out. You can get contour and highlighting products in different formulations. So there's cream, some people use liquid. They can use their liquid foundation in 3 different shades to highlight, contour, and just cover their natural skin in the right match. But I get on really well with powder, as during the day it absorbs some of the oil from my skin. A little tip that I always use is to take the same highlighting powder and a really small concentrated brush like this, dab it in again, tap off the excess, and I just put it in the very inner corner of my eyes. When I contour and highlight, for me personally, it's about enhancing what's already there. I don't like to mask the skin in anything, and I don't like to sort of create what isn't already there if I don't have to. A lot of people like to contour their nose. I don't do it often, but I'm going to show you how I would do it if I did it every day. I'm going to take a really small brush this time, really concentrated and quite flat, in order to make sure the product goes exactly where I want it to. And the same contouring powder. And I'm just going to trace down the side of my nose. And the aim of this is, I think, to create a slimmer nose for most people, maybe to shade out a bump, or if they're not happy with the profile that their nose gives. I then take a fluffier brush and really set to work on blending that out so it looks as natural as possible. You want people to think you've got a little bit of makeup on, but you want them to wonder where you've got it and why you look so good. So really, really blend. You don't want any harsh lines. And once you've given it a good zhuzh, give it a good once over in some good light, because you don't want to go outside in the daylight and think, oh, what have I not done? Another thing you can do to contour is to take some of the same dark powder on the same fluffy brush that you blended out your nose with, take off the excess again, and you can just define your eye socket. And that's in small sweeping motions, just where your crease is, just under where you put the highlight when you did your brow bone and carried it round to the top of your cheekbone, just for a little bit of definition. I really love the Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder, but another alternative, a cheaper alternative, is Benefit's Hoola. It's also a matte bronzer. It's great. It's a great cheaper dupe if you can't stretch to the Kevyn. It's quite expensive. Another tip and trick that I have is to use a brightening powder underneath your eyes. It's not a highlighter as such, but it's a product that sets your concealer or foundation if you don't use concealer, and helps to reflect the light away from your under eye. It's not for covering up spots or blemishes, just for where you need light to bounce a little bit. It's a loose powder. This one is by Mercier and it's called her Secret Skin Brightening Powder. It's incredible. And it's just got tiny light reflecting particles in it. It's not glittery. It just gives a really subtle shimmer and helps to bounce the light away evenly, giving you a bit more of a radiant glow. Another formulation that you can use to highlight and contour is cream. I personally get on better with powder, but I love this Topshop Glow highlighter. It's really creamy and really incandescent, and just in the light, it gives such a subtle glow. It's beautiful. This is how I like to contour and highlight personally. I like it very natural, not too much, not so noticeable. If you've enjoyed this video, please click the like button and subscribe to Haul Rocks for more beauty tutorials and videos. I'll be back with another episode of Models Corner next week, so see you then.